In Roman times, public bathhouses were social hubs where people engaged in various activities such as bathing, socializing, and relaxation. However, these crowded spaces were not immune to unpleasant behaviors, from people splashing water on purpose to those who exhibited inconsiderate conduct. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, recognized that certain behaviors were inherent to the communal nature of the bathhouse. Instead of being surprised or angered by the undesirable actions of others, individuals were advised to prepare their minds and maintain control over their reactions. Just like the Roman bathhouse, public transport can be a hectic and challenging environment. Instead of allowing frustration to take over, consciously prepare your mind for potential challenges. Contemplate that delays might occur and unfriendly encounters could happen. If faced with inconveniences, strive to keep your mind calm, recognizing that these are inherent aspects of using public transport. So the first lesson is to prepare your mind and be calm. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, recognized the challenges of dealing with difficult people, including those with poor hygiene. The Stoic philosophy emphasizes acknowledging the limits of one's control over others' behavior. In the context of individuals with unpleasant body odor, the Stoic approach encourages acceptance rather than irritation. It underscores the idea that people make their own choices, and if someone's hygiene is bothersome, it's beyond your control to change it. Consequently, it's not worth expending energy on worrying about things beyond your influence. Accept that not everything is within your power to change, and that includes the personal choices of others. By adopting this perspective, you free yourself from the burden of unnecessary frustration and worry. Instead of dwelling on the actions of others, you prioritize your own mental well-being. Second lesson is to accept people as they are. As we grow older, it's common to start noticing and getting annoyed by people's negative traits or actions. Maybe they make bad decisions, can't handle criticism well, or are overly nosy. We tend to focus on the bad side of people, making them seem like villains in our minds. Epictetus introduces the idea of handles. Imagine every person or situation has two handles, like the handles of a pot. One handle represents the negative aspects, and the other handle represents the positive aspects. If someone is treating you unfairly, trying to hold on to that handle will make it difficult for you. Instead, he suggests grabbing the positive handle, remembering the positive aspects of your relationship with that person. For example, focusing on the fact that they are your brother, you grew up together, and there might be good qualities that balance out the bad ones. Changing your perspective can make a big difference. Instead of seeing them only as a jerk, liar, idiot, try to focus on the other qualities they have, which might be positive or supportive. So the third lesson is to change your perspective. Imagine you're living with someone who starts cooking in your home, and that cooking produces smoke. If the smoke is manageable and tolerable, you might choose to stay inside. But what if the smoke becomes unbearable? In that case, you'd likely decide to leave the house for your own well-being. Epictetus used a metaphor of smoke in a house to emphasize the importance of choosing not to endure unbearable situations. In the context of dealing with difficult people, including narcissists and idiots, Epictetus encourages recognizing your ability to choose. If a situation becomes too much to handle, you have the option to walk away and not look back. This emphasizes the importance of taking care of your own well-being when faced with challenging circumstances. So the fourth lesson is to leave if the situation becomes unbearable. When someone does something mean to you, you really want to get back at them. Epictetus says revenge might make you feel good for a little while, but it won't last. It's like eating candy. It tastes good, but then it's gone, and you might feel sick. Epictetus says real hurt is when someone does something that isn't nice and goes against being a good person. Real hurt is when they forget how to be good. Epictetus thinks being a good person is the most important. Even if someone is mean to you, it's better to stay good. Revenge doesn't make things better, it might make them worse. We should think big and be the better person. Instead of revenge, It's better to focus on being good and not let someone else's actions change that. It's better to choose happiness over revenge. Being happy and doing good things is more powerful, so even if someone is mean, it's cooler to be kind and not let revenge get in the way of your happiness. So the last lesson is to forget about revenge.